So we always wonder what styles influenced you growing up, because your dad was a DJ, you know. We wondered what styles were you listening to at home.
Yeah, shit, man. Pop, well, he was playing a lot of things, you know. Of course, he was playing Fela. I was listening to a lot of Franco Rochero, Sam Maningwana, Pablo Luke. Yeah, a lot of these great tunes from OK Jazz and High Life and Afrobeats.
Oh, well, you know, well, like, it continues, you know. We're still working for change as far as I'm concerned, because I'm still carrying that torch that fella left behind, using music as a weapon. So, you know, I'm still doing music. Right now, you have Nigeria, you played Healthcare for Profit, which we've done our video, and that's a free download, you know, because I want people to be aware of the medical situation in this country, you know, and not just this country, around the world, you know, because there's enough in the world that people shouldn't have to be dying because they can't get a pill, you know, simple things. So, you know, just for change, you know, for us to be more humanitarian. And I find when you try to be humanitarian, somehow it goes against the system, you know? Yeah, that's what it is, with the bureaucrat and our democracy, you know?
3 years now you've been playing this role. Have the role changed you?
Yeah. And, you know, any character that I engage, you know, for my work, in some way it has an effect, because the way that I was trained, one of the first steps into meeting a character is to accept what you see, what you hear, what is given, without judgment, to just let the person be who they are and get to know them. And then you begin to explore for, you know, as the actor taking on the role, then I began to explore possible motivations for this or that action, possible impulses for this or that way of being. And the overall effect that I find from one character to the next is that it allows me, or it kind of motivates the impulse to accept people in general for who they are first. Let's just see. So on that level, yes, there's always some metamorphosis. In another way, I think for me one of the most profound ways, it has to do with the type of energy that's transmitted between those of us on stage to those who are coming to watch the show. This can be anywhere from 1,000 to 4,000 people, depending on what city, you know. And the idea is to give something to the people. The people want something, and we have there something to give. The way this is set up, people are giving something as well. So, has the role changed me? In doing this night after night and meeting those thousands of faces, you know, those souls, well, it's really helped me to appreciate my connection to everyone else, actually, and to appreciate the effect that we all have on each other, you know.
You have played Fela so well. I mean, it's astonishing. So, how much time, you know, how many films did you watch? I mean, for you to mimic him, I mean, right on top of him, it's like, it's just unbelievable, because even Yenny said it. It's like you brought Fela back. You know, Fela came back. I mean, he came through you. So that's deep, and it's heavy for me, and that's why I think the first 10 times that I saw it, I couldn't watch it without crying because it was so real for me.
Yeah, when I started working on it, yeah, I watched everything, anything I could get my hands on, you know, anything. And I would, you know, as, you know, the process, you know, progressed, I would, there would be certain periods, you know, maybe a month or two, where I would just play the music constantly, or just keep a laptop screen open that is just running 24, as long as I'm awake. If I look at that screen, there I can see Fela. And I would do that just to get the energy into my, you know, into my world. And then over time, you know, I would begin to specify things that I would pay attention to and work on. You know, after taking time to soak in the energy and the vibration, you know, Fela's sound and the different songs and the composition, where the breaks, you know, whatever. Fela, how his cueing style is, you know, like just listening to find, you know, just find myself inside of it. And then over time I began to, you know, just zero in on different specific aspects, Fela's way of being, mannerisms.
You know something, to me that is downright scary, because you play him so well. I want to know, well, where's Sahr?
Yeah, Sahr's here. He's here.
No, seriously. I mean, seriously. You carry that role so well. And I know for a fact, because I lived with the man. So when you carry it that closely, I have to ask again, when does Sahr come in?
Well, Sahr doesn't come in on stage, you know. I mean, he might come in when I walk off stage and need to talk to the technicians about something before I get back on. But, you know, I mean, in terms of the energy of Fela, you know, the energy is real. And, you know, when it's showtime, that's Fela's time to be there. After the show, then it's Sahr's time to eat dinner and...
You know, it's really complex for me, you know, seeing you play that role and seeing Fela come alive in front of my eyes, you know. I'm always happy to see it again and again and again, because it's my tangible connection. I mean, it's tangible. And I also have that spiritual side, but when I see you play Fela, when I look up on that stage, I see Fela, you know. Yeah.
You know, Fela lived a very fascinating and amazing life. And when I talk to Sandra and other people that spend time with him, you know, I mean, Sandra spent a lot of time with Fela. There are people who spend small time with Fela. If you talk, when I've spoken with any of them, the amount of fascinating and unbelievable stories that come out of brief encounter, let alone for those who knew Fela very close. He lived an amazing life, an extraordinary life. And, you know, for what we have to show of it, for our way of kind of introducing the world to his energy, and for those who know it already, our way of, you know, giving, you know, an essence of the vibration that Fela carried. For of all of that, you know, there is something about Fela's courage that I think we are really trying to offer to people with this piece, or at least that's what I think about. And well, we're in LA right now. we are on the cusp of a new dawn. So if people need a reason to come out, I think it can be a good treat to yourself, you know, to come out and get a dose of some chap who was willing to face his fears and to muster courage from some other places that I think everybody can benefit from in these times. And it's a lot of bloody fun. So
thank you, sir.
Yeah, man. Hey.
Sahr Ngaujah with the Queen of Afrobeat, Sandra Iszadore. You're listening to 90.7 FM, 98.7 FM, Santa Barbara, KPFK.